Hello guys, this is going to be a quick video on tips and tricks and I believe for the upcoming update in the underground underground music menu. Because in a couple days, or apparently in 5 hours, these missions are done. However, but then there's a new update this weekend, and it's going to have new rods you can get down here. I don't know if that means pinion auras or anything. We'll see. I don't know what that means, but we saw the leaks. It's going to be a scythe. Anyways, what I think you guys should do to prepare is, I'm gonna leave because it's a little loud. These guys are a little loud. But what I believe you guys should do to prepare is a couple of things. One is stack up your totems because I don't know that there's a good part of me thinks you're gonna definitely need some hunt totems, maybe even some rainbow totems, and definitely your sparkling shiny because they're definitely gonna ask for some type of shiny or sparkling or both shiny and sparkling fish with a really weird mutation, which reminds me of the next suggestion. You don't have to get every rod in the game, especially if you have money, but buy even the cheapest rods because they usually sometimes ask for the most obscure mutations. And there's a good chance they might ask for, say, something like even a brick. They want some brick something, or even Auric, but that one's kind of hard to get. But I still would suggest trying to get that from the chest because they will ask you for the most obscure and hardest to get mutations, either because it's so rare or it's on a really bad rod like Crystallize. So I would even buy the cheapest rods right now just in case they ask for a hard to get mutation. Or like just literally get as much rods as you can, and if you can't get them all, it's okay because I'm sure they will do it like the Migu sets, where hopefully where you don't have to catch everything, you just gotta bring it to them. Or if they make a catch, I'm sorry, that makes you guys your life so much harder because then you can't trade for it in the trading hub. But even then, even if you did, people are probably gonna be selling that for extremely high early out. So I will watch out for that and probably wait a little while for that. Honestly, my biggest tip probably then is next, just to make sure to use your buffs when you need shells. Shells might get nerfed. I don't know if that's true or not, but they probably might get nerfed. Because shells help with your attribution chance, lure speed, resilience, endurance, you name it. Now, and speaking of buffs, I'm going the wrong way, I always do this. I would highly suggest getting you some buffs from Sunstone, from Merlin, too, when you can. Um, because you can buy, since buffs stack now, you can buy up to 8 hours from him. And they're only 5,000 cash each. So it's not that the worst money. I'm glad they didn't scale it with how much money is easy to get now. What else do I suggest? I'm saving my biggest suggestion for last because this honestly is going to be the clutchest suggestion. And I kind of mentioned it in my last video though, so it's not going to be that much of a secret. I'm trying to think of anything. I said totems. Make sure to just get as much rods as possible because I'm telling you, they're going to ask for the most random mutations. And if you haven't, any rod that has mastery, don't have to do the super hard and toxic ones like this one. But do like say even like Poseidon's rod because it boosts the king. What's it called? It boosts the king's blessing chance. Any rod that boosts um any rod that boosts what's it called? Its mutation chance you should use because that's super useful for some of these missions. Like for the example, Migurata asks for a Shiny King's Blessing Pufferfish. We didn't have the buff at that time. They kind of added it later, but they added a mastery, that boosted the chance to 20%. Now, it's still a 20% chance, and it's still not the highest, but it definitely is better than 10%. So yeah, I would definitely, any rod that has a mastery that buffs its mutation chance, I would do that. You don't have to complete the whole mastery if you don't feel like doing it, because some of these masteries are so toxic and so nasty. So I don't blame you. Um, I said shells. I said Merlin buff. I said use your potions. I would also come to the admin abuse because they might do, since there's a new event, they might either one, put in the black market one of the fish you need for one of these missions, or two, you do specifically events that even though they may seem like a secret stone, they might do events where some of that fish is needed for that rod and you don't even know it. So I would save the fish you get from the admin abuse first and see what he's asking for. If it's a bring or it has to be a catch. If it has a catch, then you can go do whatever you want with it. But if it's a bring, maybe one of those fish you caught through the admin abuse can be actually used for the mission. So, now in the case of fishing with the rod, like I told you, the mutation chance, I already showed you guys last video, but when you're fishing for the fish that you need, 100% you should use Nico, because Nico copies your passive and follows the buffs. With luck, with mutation chance, shiny chance, I noticed, it goes crazy. This is literally like just a passive extra rod for you. Literally just a passive extra rod. So, you will have two chances. Maybe not as frequent as the one chance, but it's still another chance, and I highly suggest that. I'm just figuring out. I've went through all the I think the major tips. You definitely by now should have your gear at this point. You 100% should have a bunch of the gear. The gear isn't the most expensive, so just trying to think. I'm pretty sure I went through all the good tips though. Random rod, a question mark. Yeah, it's 100. I've never used random rod yet. Funny enough. I don't know if they're gonna. So, just another tip. Um, Usually these missions are probably gonna be level 1000 locked. So if you're not level 1000 already, if you at least level 450, get Pinanzaria. Really useful for EXP farming. If you don't have that, Oscar is a good second option. I don't even know why I have Invincible on. Oh, I was grinding the that was a tip I forgot. Thank you for looking at Oscar Rod. Okay, so there's these two factions that I didn't know about really because I kind of quit the game before they added all that stuff. Um, that you had to do for the Miku Rod Kitar skin quest. And Merlin's quests are actually pretty easy. It's just the Midas quests that are toxic. But basically, you had to max out your reputation on both of them to be able to progress in that mission. So, in that mission, it has like 4 or 5 hours yet left to do. But basically, you had to like just basically kiss catch secret. That's super easy and now at times. Honestly, this is like free money too at this point. Like you could just literally passively take this for free money. But there's also that and the other ones at the Treasure Island. I should have showed you. No, no, no. I'll show that after. I'll go back. Doesn't matter. Treasure Island. This one. These missions suck. I'm not gonna lie to you. They're asking you for glossy fish and stuff at the later stages. Catch unmanty with very hard mutation, aberration with hard mutation. Usually the mutation is like hexed, abyssal, glossy, heavenly. It's the most obscure ones sometimes too. But these are you had to grind both of these to max reputation. This one took a longer time because some of these missions are so terrible. I just waited till the next refresh. And when you complete both of these, you unlock the Ghost Tavern. And I'm going to maybe start grinding that just in case, because one, now that we know they might include faction areas, for missions, they might make a requirement that you need max reputation in all 3 areas. So I wouldn't be surprised. And the thing is though, about the ghosts, that's loud. About the Ghost Tavern, that thing to max takes a long time. You need to reach 10,000 reputation. And I'll show you. Just doing these missions I have now only gives me 5 or 10. So I'm like, oh god. So I just hope and pray. I will start grinding it try to get as far as I can. That they don't make it so you have to complete, you have to have max reputation in the Ghost Tavern. Uh, hello, you should be opening. Okay, thank you. This is the Ghost Tavern. This is the Sea of the Quest. Usually cast a Moss Jaw with easy mutation. Catch one Ancient Meg with a medium random mutation. Like, these are like... Oh, these ones give much more, though. Hold up. Glossy Moss Jaw. Lost? Oh, come on, bro. Okay, these missions are a little more toxic, in my opinion. Alright. Okay, they give a lot more than I thought, because you saw at the start, that one said 5. Alright, but anyways, there's a chance you may have to max these too. So, I'm just going to put that out there. Hopefully you don't, but I'm just putting it out there. If you can, or have the time to grind these, I would. Anyways, that's pretty much it from me. I hope you guys, I hope this video is useful for you. Also, just a heads up, if you get something like Glossy, this guy right here, I believe everything it catches is Glossy. See, all caught fish have become Glossy. So just a heads up for that. Okay, thank you guys for watching.